Welcome to another episode of Molo Consulting TV. Now, in this episode, I want us to look at branding. What is branding? Why do we brand or when do we have to brand? Now, let's start with this. What is branding? Now, branding you can say it's a name or a symbol or a design given to a product or a service to differentiate it. Now, there's a story about centuries ago, cattle ranchers used to use branding irons to indicate which animals were theirs. Nowadays, with a whole lot of brand like Coca-Cola has to distinguish a Coke from all other fizzy caramel colored beverages out there. Now, for a business, your brand is simply your corporate identity. Now, now branding is one of the many components of marketing. There's the others being selling or advertising and all that. Now, why do we brand? Let's get into this. Now, as the battle for customer intensifies day by day, a strong brand is critical and very crucial. It establish your product or services as superior, efficient, user friendly in the consumer's mind. It always stand out, or stand out as a market leader. As a result, you'll be able to sell, your product at a premium, not a no name, that is not branded as well. Now, rather than to struggle convincing your client why they should pay a premium for your brand, you know, a strong brand is able to sell at that premium. You know, you're able to sell your product quicker or large quantities of your product because it's well branded. Now, you must understand your brand reside within the heart and mind of your customer and clients and prospect. It's the sum total of their experiences, some of which you can influence, some you cannot. After all, your brand is a source of your promise to your customers. I mean, look around you, all the great brands that you have, especially the phones, for instance, your Apple phones, your Samsung. It's an experience. It's not just people are just not just looking at the phone, they're looking at holistically as a brand. Now, what are the objectives a good brand will achieve? It delivers the message clearly, it confirms your credibility, connects your target prospect emotionally, like I said, for instance, with phones and brands. It motivates the buyer. It concrete the user's loyalty or repeated business. They will keep coming. You can see with iPhone 4 or Samsung 3, 4, 5 every year. Now, what is the most important thing you need to consider before we go to the practicals about the how do we brand? Now, you see, the goal for your brand is to be visible, identifiable in the consumer's mind always. Your brand to be known or to be popular, to find the most cost effective way, but yet able to reach a lot of consumers. That's always the goal, obviously, because you don't have all the money in the world to be able to promote your brand. You're able to reach out to your specific target market. It should be top notch or world class, or else don't do it. Now let's look at the practicals. How do we brand? The practicals of branding. It will start with your corporate identity, your logo, your corporate profile, your stationery, your letterheads, your invoices, your folders, your all those things, your PowerPoints, your logos will be clear, will be strong, will be appealing. Your corporate gifts, that will be your pens and clothing, key holders, calendars, all those things. The marketing material, your business card, your flyers, your folders, all these things have to be branded with according to your logos and your brand. Your online present, your email, those company name, your company name email with with your brand, your website, your fan page, your Twitter, link it, you know same as in with your advertising, be it media, radio, TV, or newspapers. Your creative marketing, position yourself as a thought leader in your industry. That's all part of your brand, whether you're writing columns or articles or book or a blog, commenting or hosted on radio, television. All those things, they just become your part of your branding. Your CSI, which basically strengthen your PR. How you appear, sponsoring community projects, and all the great things about your brand. All these things are just part of building your brand. Now, who has to do your, the branding? Obviously, every company or product has to, be branded, and every employee has to contribute to the branding. Starting with the owner, you could call him the commander in chief, has to push the branding. Lastly, where do we brand? Everywhere we have a present, we must make sure that our branding is there, especially where our target market, our target market is present, or where we are going to launch our business or product. You know, Thanks for listening. Please feel free to send us an email on info@molo consulting, or check our Molo Consulting TV for more episode, or even subscribe in case you want us to notify each time we have a new episode. Thank you very much. Thanks.